Welcome to the Ant-Man channel. It's Monday, January 7th, 2013. Um, one day, um, the debt's just going to climb up to the to just be a number that we cannot even put our finger on. A number that isn't a number, but it's going to be the little infinity sign. That's going to be our debt one day. We're going to get into diversions. First thing in the morning I see here that looks pretty interesting to me is Joe Kovacs writes on WorldNet Daily, gay CBS star now mimics Tim Tebow. Super Bowl date featured in eye black on actor's face. Joe Kovacs is an award-winning journalist and since 1999 executive news editor of WND. He is the author of 2 best-selling books, Shocked by the Bible, The Most Astonishing Facts You've Never Been Told, and its 2012 sequel, The Divine Secret, The Awesome and Untold Truth About the Phenomenal Destiny. Let's see, football quarterback Tim Tebow is known for posting Bible verses on his face. Okay, let's get into this. New York Jets quarterback Tim Tebow won't be playing in this year's Super Bowl. But CBS, the television network airing the big game this year, is now using an outspoken homosexual actor to mimic Tim Tebow's style of trumpeting messages in eye black on his face. During Sunday's matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and Baltimore Ravens, the network broadcast several spots promoting the network's upcoming Super Bowl coverage in New Orleans. More than one featured Neil Patrick Harris, star of How I Met Your Mother, wearing eye black with the date of February 3rd, 2013 inscribed, reminding viewers that Super Bowl XLV2, which is like what, 30, I don't know, I don't even know, I'm not going to try to know, but would be on CBS on that date. And then you see a picture of Neil Patrick Harris with eye black, and he has it says February 3rd, 2013 right here. Tim Tebow, known for his Christian faith as well as football, became world famous for proclaiming Bible verses such as John 3:16 on his eye black, especially when he played for the University of Florida Gators before going pro. One football fan who watched the CBS promo Sunday made the connection between Harris and Tebow, saying they're pushing a gay agenda by using him and they're mocking Christians at the same time. Harris is best known for his role as a child prodigy physician in the 1989 TV series Doogie Howser, MD. Now 39 years old, he makes no secret of his homosexuality, telling People magazine in November 2006, I am happy to dispel any rumors of misconceptions and I am quite proud to say that I am a very content gay man living my life to the fullest and feel most fortunate to be working with wonderful people in the business I love. According to the IMDb website, Harris received the 2009 Trevor Life Award, which annually honors an individual who, through his or her example, support volunteerism and or occupation, is an inspiration to lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, or questioning youth. Questioning youth, they categorize that, huh? In 2010, he and his partner David Burkta began to raise twins, son Gideon Scott and daughter Harper Grace, who were born via a surrogate mother. And then you could sign a petition here. Well, it's not really a petition, but you could vote. The article is called Gay CBS Star Now Mimics Tim Tebow, and you find this on WND.com under diversions, and you could go place a vote, if you think that you are offended by the commercial. I'm not, maybe it just so happened to be Doogie Howser. The only, maybe for some reason he fit the bill or whatever, but his personal life and being gay and all that really doesn't interest me. You see how it's a diversion? You see how it's under diversions, right? The reason it's a diversion is because, first of all, dummy, you shouldn't be caring about who's gay and who's not, okay? Stop caring, all right? Well, who are you? What are you, a psychologist? You're gonna go around telling people diagnosing people's mental health? Come on, don't be a dummy. Nobody really knows. There's so much to take into consideration when you're talking about psychology, when you're talking about what makes a person the way they are. You have to factor in a lot of things. So to be even worried about whether a person's gay or whether a person is a liberal or whatever it is that you question about a person. It really isn't up to you to decide or even have your mind on. That's more like God's job, and if you go into being judgmental, it's really not a good thing because it creates a negative storm of energy in your brain. You see, when you filter in negative garbage that you don't really need to be focusing and meditating on, you will have a negative outcome on the outside when you act. Am I offended by Neil Patrick Harris pretending to be Tebow? No. Why would I care about that? I don't care. Tim Tebow, in my opinion, did a big no-no. He's known for praying. He's known for taking a knee and praying. But what does Jesus tell you about praying? He tells you to go into your closet and close the door behind you. He doesn't tell you to get on a mountain and start yelling from the top of your lungs, because it's a self-righteous thing. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, look at how holy I am. Look at me talk to God. You know what I mean? It's like, do it in person, dude. God likes to talk to you in secret. It's a secret. It's not for everyone to know. He doesn't want everyone to be hearing what you're saying to him. That is a fact. You could go look at that yourself. Jesus tells you, don't be like the Pharisees. The Pharisees, they go around when they're fasting, they show it on their face. You know, they're grimacing like, ooh, look at me, I'm fasting. Ooh, you know what I mean? But it's kind of a self-righteous thing. So, Tim Tebow, you're creating attention that you don't want because okay, whatever, dude. You want to be proud of being a Christian. I am too. That's all good, man. But when you're a national television star, when you're on TV and you play football and you take a knee and pray to God, knowing that the corporate American liberal left is controlling the media, you don't think they're gonna demonize you? Unless you start doing a clown walk and start throwing up gang signs, the media is not gonna like you setting a good example for the children that they are so brutally trying to control these days. So Tim Tebow, if you want positive media from your loving media government, then you're gonna have to stop being Christian and you're gonna have to start being a gangster. Even though, I mean, don't worry about it. It's not hard to be a gangster. I mean, these days you don't even have to be born into it. You just buy a pair of baggy pants. You just copycat a whole bunch of people, and then you start talking. And then you stop reading books. You start watching MTV, and then your language will slowly degenerate. You'll start talking in almost caveman utterances, not really just sounding out your words. You won't have to worry about vocabulary no more. I mean, that's what everybody wants these days. It's a fun lifestyle, I guess. I would love to have that lifestyle of partying all the time and not giving a shit about anything, but I'm too busy fighting off and being resistant toward tyranny. And believe me, when you start waking up to it, then you start realizing that your single effort, just you alone, have an effect. Whether it's in a big way or a small way, it doesn't matter. You have to do your part. Not one man can change everything, but you have to try to do your part, is what I'm saying. So, but if you don't, then just adopt a gangster culture and you'll fit in right at home with this world these days.